Every day on There's No Taste Like Home, Chef Gino D'Acampo will take 3 family cooks and the recipes that have been passed down through their families from generation to generation, out of the home and into a professional kitchen.
Let's get cooking.
Together, they'll serve up their treasured dishes to paying customers, and the winning dish, judged by Gino, will be added to the restaurant's menu for a month.
Remember, this is your great-grandmother's recipes
To prove
that there is no taste like home.
on today's show, a hearty braised beef and onion pie that was first cooked in the 1940s and brings back memories of a bygone age.
We used to sit in front of the fire. We used to play cards with Grandad while we used to wait for Nan to serve up the dinner. And we used to sit around the fire, and that's what memories the pie's got.
That's beautiful, you see?
One family's cherished link to their Polish heritage, a traditional dish of herrings that's almost 100 years old and has travelled all over Europe.
My granddad moved quite a lot around the world because he was in the Polish Navy. He lived in Spain and Italy and actually fought for Franco in the Spanish Civil War.
And a hearty oxtail stew that sustained a family through 2 world wars and brings back emotional memories of the past.
When my granddad explains about how he was a kid during the war and his grandma cooking it, you can see a tear in his eye.
Hi, I'm Gino D'Acampo, and today I'm in the little town of Little in rural Essex. For centuries, this county has been famous for its seafood, whelks and oysters, and of course, plenty of ingredients with loads of heritage. And today I have 3 cooks whose dishes matches the region's history and stature. So my 3 home cooks are nervously waiting to prepare their dish for paying customer. So what are you waiting for? Let's go inside and prove once again that there's no taste like home.
Let's meet today's cooks. Carol Rose is making Nan's braised beef and onion pie. Hermione Avila is making Grandad Sliske's fried herring. And Luke Johns is making great-great-granny Anne's oxtail stew with dumplings.
So guys, welcome to a professional kitchen. What do you think?
Nice.
Fantastic.
Are you excited?
Very.
Yeah? Are you nervous a little bit?
Very.
Why are you nervous?
I've never cooked for so many.
I'll tell you what, we have a lot of preparation to do. So get into your position and let's do it. Come on, let's do it.
Let's see how today's first cook makes her dish at home. Carol Rose is a 41-year-old teacher from Great Dunmow, Essex, here with husbands Simon and sons Ben, Jack and Will. Her dish is Nan's braised beef and onion pie. It was on childhood visits to Carol's Nan, Dorothy, in the sleepy village of Ebenezer, Cornwall, that she first cooked this dish.
I need to put my apron on. Got quite a few of these. This is my favourite one, with my flowers. So the first thing I'm going to do is I've got my braised steak. I've just seasoned some flour and I'm just going to lightly coat all the braised steak in the flour.
Nan taught me everything I needed to know on home cooking. She had Grandad to grow everything in the garden for her, and she just needed the things to go alongside it. So, to be honest, Nan really set me up how to cook, and not just for my dad and my sister, but for my own family now.
I'm just going to slice up my onions. I can just quickly fry both of them off and then pop them into my casserole pot. Right, this is bovril, just literally a great big heaped spoonful mixed with boiling water to make the stock. Then I place the dish in the oven for 1.5 hours, stirring occasionally.
So now I'm going to make the pastry for the pies.
This is short crust pastry, plain flour, butter, and enough cold water to make into a dough.
Nan used to spend her entire Sunday morning baking. And we used to have a Sunday lunch, which used to be our roast dinner, but our tea was pure cakes.
Right, I've got my pastry dough in the fridge. I'm just going to roll it out to line my little pie dishes. Right, so that's all the meat in the pies.
My nan would be so proud knowing that I'm doing this. Not just that I'm doing one of her recipes, but the fact that what she's taught me has brought me where I am today. Right, what I'm doing now is I'm putting some little initials on just to finish off the pie.
And cook for about 20 minutes until golden. Whilst waiting for my pastry, I peel and boil 2.5 kilos of red potatoes. Then I chop 3 leeks and fry them in a little butter. And I'm going to mash them all together.
Some more cheese.
Oh, they're ready. Right, now it's time to serve my nan's braised beef and onion pie.
Mouth-watering braised beef and onion pie served with cheesy leek mash and red cabbage. Real comfort food with a fascinating story behind it.
Tell me, where did it all start?
My nan.
Your nan?
Cornwall. Yeah,
Okay. In Cornwall? How long ago?
1940s. It wasn't beef then. It was
wasn't
rabbit.
beef. All right, they used to do with rabbits. Okay.
My granddad used to go out and catch the rabbits, and my nan used to prepare it all and make it into the pie. They lived in a tiny little village called Ebenezer in Cornwall. There was just 4 houses. That was the village, and they used to be quite self-sufficient. Granddad used to grow their vegetables and things. I loved the pie memories. It was a winter dish, and they used to have no central heat in their little cottage, and they used to have the open fire, and we used to sit in front of the fire. We used to play cards with Grandad while we used to wait for Nan to serve out the dinner, and we used to sit around the fire, and that's what memories the pie's got for me.
That's beautiful, is it?
My mum was quite ill when I was 10, and so we moved down to be with Nan. Unfortunately, my mum died while we were there. My nan had to teach me to cook, because then when I come back...
So you passed from your grandmother because your mother died?
Yeah. Not just this recipe, general cooking, but this was one that I really liked.
The one that you really liked?
Yeah. But Nan taught me, so when I went back home again, I was the eldest girl in the house, so I was the one to provide the dinners.
Now tell me, what would it mean to you, in the memory of your mother, in the memory of your grandmother, what would it mean for this dish to be on the restaurant menu?
I would hope they'd be so proud, and I know that my nan would be smiling. It would make me really proud to feel that I've brought this on from Nan.
Carol's plan is to dice the beef skirt into cubes, but the cuts of meat used in a professional kitchen are considerably larger than she's used to at home.
Gino!
What's up?
Help! This is not how my butcher gives it. I normally have it all chopped up already.
Okay.
How do I do it?
You never chopped it up before? Okay, let me show you. Get yourself a knife, sharp knife, okay? It's very important whenever you deal with red meat, okay, that you have a sharp knife, so it makes your life much easier when you cut it. Okay, when it's chopped up, it's very difficult to see the kind of quality of the meat you get, okay? When it's the pieces whole, then I can see exactly the meat that I'm getting, okay? I can see the marbling going through, I can see the amount of fat from the meat. Technically, there is not a way to do it. You're gonna have to work slowly until you get the chunks of meat that you like, okay? How big do you want them?
About an inch cube.
Okay, so what you do, you start to slice it lengthways, okay? Like that, slowly. Then once you do a big steak like this, you flatten it down, okay? You said to me more or less an inch, okay? So this would be the thickness of the chunk. Am I right to say?
Yeah.
Okay. Now, at this point, okay, you can cut the meat however you want. Look at that. Easy. Am I not gonna even get a kiss after all I showed you? Yes.
Carol sets about dicing the beef to make the delicious filling for her pie. Success in the kitchen today is very important to her.
I'd really love my boys to be proud of me, and especially Nan, who made the dish from the beginning. I'm hoping that Nan and my mum are both looking down on me with a big thumbs up.
What an amazing dish to kick off the show, but we still have loads to do. We are only a third of the way through the show, and I still have 2 more recipes to come with plenty of family history.
Coming up, A Polish dish from the 1920s that's keeping one cook in touch with her roots.
It's really special to me that my granddad passed that straight down to me. I feel like it's carrying on his Polish tradition.
An oxtail stew from the history books that's been passed down 5 generations of the same family.
We was hunting around for an old recipe that my nan had, and we found it from when my great-great-grandma Anne Robinson done it.
And our 3 home chefs take on service in a professional kitchen.
Bring me the other pie, bring me the other pie, bring me the other pie.
They're here, they're ready.
Come on, bring them here. I'm not gonna come there to pick them up. Welcome back to There's No Taste Like Home, where today I'm in rural Essex. As you're enjoying me, my 3 amateur cooks are very busy in the kitchen here, making sure that their food is ready for a restaurant full of paying customers. We have already met our first cook, but we still have 2 more to come. So let's find out who is next.
Hermione Avila is a 27-year-old marketing executive who lives in Colchester, Essex, with her 4-year-old son Stanley and husband Stephen. Her dish is Grandad Sliske's fried herring, a traditional Polish dish that forms a beloved link between Hermione and her Eastern European roots.
To make Grandad Sliske's fried herring, I start by filleting 4 herrings. I'm very proud of my heritage. I'm especially proud of my granddad because I think he's a wonderful man, and he's been very patient. Considering we lived with him when we were young children, he was always very good to us. My grandma and granddad taught me how to do this when I was little. I've never been quite as neat as either of them, but it's quite easy to do it. I think most people are just a little squeamish about trying. I'm going to marinate the herrings with some spices now. For this I need cumin, cayenne pepper, ground cinnamon and paprika. Most of the seasonings that are in this dish are quite traditionally Polish. The next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to make my sour flatbreads. So the first thing I need to do is weigh out some flour. The next ingredient I need to add is sour cream. Well, my son's named after my grandfather, Stanislaw. I named my son Stanley because I've always been very close to my granddad. And it's really nice that my granddad taught me how to make this when I was young, and that I'll be able to pass that on to my Stanley when he gets a little older. I'm going to flour my board to roll it out. This is about the right thickness for the bread. You want it quite thin because you're going to cook it in a pan. I think Gino's going to be very friendly. I'm just worried that my cooking skills aren't going to be fantastic and I'm going to be all nerves on the day. The last thing I'm going to do is cook my fish. Take one of my fillets and just pop it in the egg and then just roll it in some flour into the oil. What you're looking for to make sure the fish is cooked is that the skin side, the flour's nice and golden and there's a bit of crispness there. Once the fish is cooked, I need to plate it all up and serve it.
That's Hermione's Grandad Sliske's fried herring, served with dill and pickle salad and flatbread, a recipe that has followed her family a long way.
It was probably around the 1920s that my granddad started cooking it, but his parents before him may have cooked it too.
So nearly 100 years old?
Okay. Yeah, well, my granddad's nearly 100. He's 95 next month.
Oh, wow.
My granddad was born in Moscow, but lived in Poland to Polish parents. And he moved quite a lot around the world because he was in the Polish Navy. He lived in Spain and Italy and actually fought for Franco in the Spanish Civil War. He's very interesting because he's been lots of places. He's a really wonderful man. His parents ran a hotel, and so he learnt this in the hotel kitchen when he was young. And I learnt it from him.
So tell me, when did you learn this dish?
I learnt it when I was 8, when I was living at my grandparents' house. He taught me how to fillet the fish and everything when I was young, and I used to watch him make it. And I used to get involved making the bread dough for the flatbreads. And it's really special to me that my granddad passed that straight down to me. I feel like it's carrying on his Polish tradition.
What would it mean to you and to your family, to your granddad, if you win today and all of a sudden this dish is on a restaurant menu?
I think they'll be very surprised, but really proud of me, and I'll be really thrilled if, well, I think it's the taking part that counts. I'll be really thrilled to win, but more thrilled if lots of people enjoy the food.
Hermione begins to make the dough for her flatbread, but she's finding such large quantities daunting.
I'm worried that if I don't get the bread dough right, then it'll end up sticking to the pan because I dry fry them, and then there won't be anything to serve with the fish, so I'm a bit concerned about that.
With just 3 hours to go until service, our home cooks have a mountain to climb before they're ready to serve their cherished family dishes for the first time in a busy restaurant. But they're passionate about their recipes and determined that their dish will win the coveted place on this restaurant's menu for a month. Already on today's menu we have Carol Rose's Nan's braised beef and onion pie and Hermione Avela's Grandad Sliske's fried herring.
I'm really getting excited about today's menu, but we still have one more dish to go. So let's find out the dish that is going to complete today's menu.
Luke Johns is an 18-year-old student from Chelmsford, Essex. He lives with mum Connie, stepdad Simon and brothers Reese and Harry. He's cooking his great-great-granny Anne's oxtail stew with dumplings, a dish that's passed down 5 generations of his family.
I like unusual things, and I suppose oxtail was never really used a lot. As it was passed down, it means a lot to my nan and my granddad, the fact that it, remembers of their childhood and, through the war and all that. So I think it's a cut of meat that's never really used, and it's reasonably cheap. This here is my great-great-Granny Robinson's old recipe. I reckon it's about 50, 60 years old, I'm really not quite sure. As you can see, it's covered in everything that was ever in the kitchen. It's been passed down through the years, and somehow we've still got it. I don't know how, but it's survived the war. Because my mum didn't like it, I was kind of put off. So eventually one day, my granddad force-fed me. He didn't. So I just sat there, and I did try it, and I just fell in love with it. Obviously, I loved it so much, my nan told me the recipe. So what I'm going to do now, I'm just going to transfer this into the saucepan. All we're doing now is just boiling water. I'm just going to pour it into here just until it covers the largest piece of meat. I'll put a lid on, and then let it do, it should be about half an hour. Oh yeah, I've always been into home cooking, I suppose. When I was really young, going around Nan's and slaving over, making her Yorkshire pudding so she didn't have to do it, or the little cakes. So it really just sort of sparked a passion, and I haven't really stopped cooking since. Right, I'm just going to put the carrots and the parsnips in now. Adding the red wine is my own personal little change that's gone down through the years. It makes it a lot richer, which some people don't like, but it's just me trying to, do different things. For this sort of size pot, I put about 3 bay leaves in. Just add this in now and give it one final stir. 1 cup of flour to half a cup of suet, and this is for making my horseradish and parsley dumplings. That's my flat leaf parsley there. All that is there, it's just grated horseradish. I'm most worried about really the people not liking what I'm going to do, but that's nothing to do with me. I can just do the best I can do, learn what I can learn from Gino. Well, it's been on for about 2 hours now, so it should be nearly done. Yep, that's definitely done. Time to serve up now.
That's Luke's great-great-grandma Anne's oxtail stew and dumplings, a dish with rich historical beginnings.
But how old is this recipe?
As far as I know, as far as we found out, to about the 1890s. It could go back further. We was hunting around for an old recipe that my nan had, and we found it from when my great-great-grandma Anne Robinson done it. And then it was passed down to her daughter-in-law. Then that was passed down to my nan. Okay. It skipped a generation because my mum can't stand it. It makes you feel like home, I suppose, is what it is. It makes you feel, it really lives back, especially my granddad. When he tries my version of it, it takes him right back to when his grandma used to cook it. When he explains about how he was a kid during the war and sitting there listening to him talking about all the war times when he was younger and his grandma cooking it, you can see a tear in his eye.
And tell me, what about your grandmother? Has she had a chance to try the recipe yet?
Yeah, she oversaw me plenty of times when I was cooking it, making sure I was doing it right.
And what she said?
She liked it. She's good.
What about the addition of the wine?
It's me, so anything I do, she's proud of me doing it. So if I think
typical grandmother.
Typical grandmother, yeah.
They're always proud. Yeah. What would it mean to you for your dish to be on a restaurant menu?
It'd mean a lot to me, obviously, because it's my dish. I've cooked that and it's now here. But for me, it'd mean more for my granddad. For the fact that that's his childhood coming into a plate of food. So for him to see that in a restaurant would make me the happiest kid on earth. It really would. It'd be fantastic.
To help Luke and Hermione in their preparations, Gino lets them in on some professional secrets when dealing with raw fish and meat.
Very important with meat, this one at the moment is freezing cold. Always bring it out of the fridge at room temperature and then you cook it. So then you will have a beautiful tender meat, okay? You have the same thing with the fish, okay? This one is actually even colder than the meat because it's on ice. You're gonna fill it this one and you're gonna fry it. If you do that when the fish is cold, what's gonna happen? It's gonna curl like that. Because again, the flesh of the fish is cold, so as soon as it hits the pan, it's gonna do like that. Okay? So bring the fish, put it on a tray, bring it at room temperature, fillet it, and then you cook it. All right? So a very simple tip that it will help during the presentation with you, and it will help you with the texture of the meat. Okay? Let's go for it. Go for it.
These recipes have only ever been cooked for their families, but in 2 hours, our cooks will be serving up their home dishes for 50 paying diners. Carol has prepared the red cabbage and is now frying the beef off for her pie, but she's seriously out of her comfort zone.
So I'm panicking now because this is not working. This is not my little frying pan at home. This is like a big, massive alien pot.
Hermione's made the dough for her flatbread and starts to fillet the herrings, but her nerves mean that it could be a dangerous job.
My hands are a little shaky, so I'm worried that I'm going to slice my finger off while I'm doing it.
Only Luke, who has chopped and fried the meat for his oxtail stew, seems to be thriving.
It's exciting being in a professional kitchen. You know, there's a lot of pressure. You've got to meet certain standards, I suppose, but it's a hustle and bustle. It's hot, it's steamy, you're going to get all sweaty, but it's exciting, isn't it? It's exciting.
Our historical menu is now complete. We have dishes that are immersed in rich family heritage. And I really hope that the people of Essex will appreciate that. Service is fast approaching, but we still have loads to do before lunch, so don't go anywhere because very soon we're going to serve a restaurant full of paying customers.
Coming up, the pressure is on as our cooks attempt their first service in a professional kitchen.
4 pies and 2 herrings. How long for this oxtail?
1 minute, chef.
No, it's impossible. Don't tell me 1 minute if you know that you can do it. How long for the pie?
About 10 minutes.
10?
And Gino struggles to keep one cook's attentions on her food.
Stop chatting with all the male chef in this. I can see you chatting with all the young male chef in here.
I'm
not holding you up. I can see you chatting away. Welcome back to There's No Taste Like Home. Today I'm in the county of Essex. Now, very soon this beautiful restaurant is going to be filled with paying customers, all eager to try some good old-fashioned food. In the kitchen, my 3 amateur cooks are making sure that their dish is absolutely perfect. But before I'm going to go in there, let's remind ourselves what's on the menu today.
Carol Rose is making her Nan's braised beef and onion pie, which dates back to the 1940s and brings back memories of a childhood in post-war Britain.
This really reminds me of Christmases with my Nan in Cornwall. Nan used to live in a tiny little cottage which didn't have any central heating. All of this dish, to be honest, reminds me of those times sitting in front of that fire.
Hermione Avila is making her Grandad Sliske's fried herrings, a traditional Polish dish from the 1920s.
Well, my son's named after my grandfather, Stanislaw. I named my son Stanley because I've always been very close to my granddad. And it's really nice that my granddad taught me how to make this when I was young and that I'll be able to pass that on to my Stanley when he gets a little older.
And Luke Johns is hoping to impress with his great-great-granny Anne's oxtail stew with dumplings that's been passed down 5 generations of his family.
This here is my great-great-Granny Robinson's old recipe. I reckon it's about 50, 60 years old, I'm really not quite sure. As you can see, it's covered in everything that was ever in the kitchen. You know, it's been passed down through the years and somehow we've still got it. I don't know how, but it's survived the war.
Preparations in the kitchen are hotting up and finishing touches are being made to the dining room. Very shortly, 50 discerning diners will be seated for lunch. Back in the kitchen, Carol seems to be struggling with making her dish in such huge quantities.
I'm still feeling a little bit nervous because the quantities are so much bigger, so everything seems a little bit alien, as in the pan was really scary, cooking the meat on the pan, something I've never done before and I don't think I'd like to do again.
It's going really well so far. I feel like I'm on track. My herring's in the fridge ready to go, and my dough, I'm just doing that at the moment to make my flatbreads. My salsa's almost done now. I just need to add the gherkins and the herbs to it. So yeah, I'm really pleased so far.
I'm nervous about the dumplings. The one thing I'm nervous about, because you can't do them beforehand. They've got to be done really to order. And if they don't cook enough, they're going to be doughy. If they're overcooked, they're going to fall apart. So that's something that's got to be done right.
Gino thinks Carol's dish isn't going to be ready on time and he confronts her with his fears.
You need to do me a favor now, all right? Your pie, I don't see any pastry being rolled out.
I'm doing that now.
You're still doing the mashed potato. I'm starting now to getting worried that you're gonna get everything ready. Are you gonna be ready?
Yeah, I'm going to start pastry now.
Stop chatting with all the male chef in this. I can see you chatting with all the young male chef in here.
Me up now.
I'm not holding you up. I can see you chatting away. I'm getting a little concerned. This one you need to fry them. What about the fish?
The fish I'm going to cook to order, so I'm just going to run it.
You're going to cook it to order? How long is it going to take to do that?
Each piece only takes about 3 minutes or so to cook.
What about if I'm going to ask you for 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12? How are you going to deal with that?
Well, I hadn't really thought that far ahead. Perhaps I should cook some and keep them warm as well.
Well, I think that probably is the plan, because otherwise we're going to wait far too long time.
Too long, okay.
The way I would do it, do a batch of 10 at a time.
Yeah.
And then keep them warm somewhere.
Sure.
And make sure these are ready, because otherwise during service is going to be a nightmare.
Yeah.
Look, what's happening with this?
Well, we're going to do them now, and then just till they're nearly done, and then when service comes, we'll put them in for another 2-3 minutes just to heat them up and finish them off.
2-3 minutes is too long, because when I color the dish, I usually 1.5 to 2 minutes.
1.5
Okay,
minutes.
so make sure you probably cook them a little bit longer, and we do them at the last minutes.
Fantastic, no
They
problem.
look good. I'll tell you what I like about this, that they're not perfect.
Yeah.
And that's what good home food should be like. Looking rustic, a lot of pieces in there, which I like the texture. You know, instead of being everything finely chopped. Well done, man. Well done.
Thank you.
As Carol gets on with making the pastry for her beef and onion pie, Gino spots another problem.
Wait. What is this?
That is my little dishes.
These are the dishes where you're going to do your pie.
Yeah, but I'll take that off when they go out.
Have you realized where we are? We are in a restaurant. We are not in a takeaway shop here. If I'm in a restaurant, would I want to serve this one upside down or this one?
Well, it won't be upside down, but the right way up. But I'm only doing
you
it the
always
same
have
as
something to
at
say.
home, and that's what I do at home.
Okay, but at home, and here we are in a restaurant, and there
So
are
we'll
people
use
that are going to pay
this.
for your dish.
Okay.
So we need to make sure that you look a little bit prettier, and we give them a little bit more meat. You know, so we're going to,
I have done rather a lot of meat, so I think we can give them a bit more.
we can give them a bit more.
Yes.
Come on, we put them in here. The pastry all beautiful and golden. So when we serve it on this dish.
Okay.
It's going to look fantastic.
Finally, with our cooks ready or not, it's lunchtime and 50 eager customers make their way into the dining room. With a menu as steeped in heritage as this one, the diners will have a difficult choice to make. Our 3 home cooks will really have to impress them.
I'm really impressed with the menu. Really like the idea of the braised beef and onion pie, especially the cheesy leek mash. It's a favourite of mine.
Toss up between the oxtail stew and the braised beef and onion pie for me. I'm still deciding.
I'm going to have a go at Grandad Sliske's fried herring. Looks good. Hopefully I'll enjoy it.
During the lunch service, it's up to Gino to ensure that everything going out of the kitchen is cooked properly and presented beautifully. Each of our cooks must now send over a plated-up dish to Gino.
I need your final dish. I need to try it.
First to be tasted is Carol's braised beef and onion pie.
So this is Carol's dish, which I have to say, it looks quite cool. This is exactly the way I'm expecting to be served a pie. Oh, look at that. The crust on the pie is crumbly, It's got a beautiful golden color, and I just can't wait to try it. Oh, unbelievable. Perfect texture. The meat is cooked to perfection. Carol, come in, come in. Let me tell you something about your dish, right? I very rarely get impressed about food because I've tried everything. Absolutely, you should be the proudest woman in this world. It's really unbelievable. Unbelievable. No way!
Next, it's Hermione's fried herrings.
So this is the famous herring with the flatbread and pickled salsa. It looks fresh. It looks what it should look like. Look at that. Huh? Nice and crispy, hot. It's got a nice kick to it, well balanced. I like the technique with the flour, the paprika is very nice. The bread, look at that. Good. Hermione, come here, come here. Well done.
Thank you.
The dish is great. I love the fish. It's beautifully flaked through. Look at that. Nice round in the middle. Really good technique to do it. The only thing you have to do for me, for the bread, put it under the grill and make sure that it's nice and hot. Place the fish on top and you are on a winner. This is a great dish.
Excellent. Thank you.
Okay?
And finally, Luke's oxtail stew with dumplings.
Oxtail time. This looks very pretty. The dumpling, okay? All pieces of parsley in there. Good flavor. Now, the oxtail. This is what it's all about. Beautiful, flaky texture, okay? You can see that it's really falling apart. I'm really getting this very simple flavor exploding in my mouth. Look, come here, mate. This is a good dish, man.
Thank you.
It's a very good dish. I tell you, the oxtail, very flaky, plenty of flavor. I like everything about it. But you should be very proud. 18 years old, and you can cook a dish like that.
Thank you very much.
Rock and roll, man. Rock and roll.
Satisfied, Gino heads out to the restaurant to meet some very special customers.
David, how are you?
Fine, thank you.
Everything okay?
Yeah, lovely, thank you.
Fantastic, fantastic. Now I've got Carol in the kitchen.
Yep.
And she's working very, very hard today.
Yeah, she always does.
What do you think about her dish?
I think it's very nice. It's been sort of like evolved since my mother used to cook it.
Okay.
And she's added a few bit extras.
I have to say she was a bit panic in the kitchen this morning. She was panicking, you know, everything was everywhere, a lot of pies to do. I don't know if I can do it, I don't know if I can do it. But then all of a sudden she pulled it all together. Enjoy, and I'll see you later.
Thank you. Yeah.
Ciao, bello. Ciao,
you.
ciao. So you must be Christine.
I am.
How are you?
I'm fine, thank
Can I
you.
give you a kiss?
You make it.
Mwah!
Oh, wonderful.
You don't mind, eh? You don't mind that. Now, how proud are you that Luke is in the kitchen preparing your dish?
It's wonderful. Absolutely wonderful. I think it's come down all those generations to get to here.
How do you think he's gonna cope in a busy kitchen?
I think he copes well. It's quite calm.
He'll win.
You reckon he'll win?
It's quite calm.
He'll win. Yeah, he's good.
Is he?
He's my baby. He will win.
It's very calm.
No pressure then. So he's gonna, yes. Well, guys, enjoy. Enjoy. Okay. No, thank you, guys. Thank you for coming here, all right? Ciao.
By the end of service, Gino will award one dish the honour of being on this restaurant's menu for a month. His three main judging criteria are cost of ingredients, preparation time in the kitchen, and the reaction of the diners. For our three home cooks, service is now just minutes away.
Okay, guys, can I have everybody here? Service is about to start. It's very important now that you concentrate, focus on what you're doing. All the hard work that you put in today, now is the time to show off. When I shout the order, you have to answer me back, loudly. I need to hear you answer me back, yes, Gino, or yes, chef. I don't care whatever you say. Everybody happy? Yes, chef. Yes, chef. No, let me hear again. Everybody happy?
Yes, chef.
Okay, let's get in position.
You ready to order?
The oxtail stew, please.
Beef and onion pie, please.
And I like the fried herring.
The herring, lovely.
Thank you. Okay, guys, 4 pies and 2 herrings.
Yes, chef.
How long for the pies?
About 5 minutes.
How long for the herrings?
2 minutes, chef.
1 oxtail, 2 pies.
Yes, chef.
Where are the 4 pies?
They're here, they're ready.
Come on, bring them here. I'm not gonna come there to pick them up.
I'm stressing about my potato, which I'm trying to crisp up, and I'm doing my best to please.
How long for the pies?
They're coming.
Make sure that the mashed potato is not just lumped on the plate, yeah? I have a Carol in the back, which is Mrs. Panic. And I'm a little bit concerned if she actually can pull all this together. Okay, 3 oxtail, 1 pie, 1 herring.
Yes, chef.
How long for the oxtail?
2 minutes, chef.
Remember, you need the pie to go with it, yeah?
Yes, chef.
And make sure those dumplings are cooked for longer.
Yeah.
It's going all right at the minute, under a bit of pressure. Obviously, it's during service, but keep my head cool and I should be all right.
Look.
Yes, chef.
How long for this oxtail?
1 minute, chef.
No, it's impossible. Don't tell me 1 minute if you know that you can do it.
I can get it done in 1 minute, chef.
1 minute?
1 minute, chef.
Look, he's been in a professional kitchen before. For a very little time, I'm still gonna have to keep an eye on him because I want to make sure that the oxtail is absolutely perfect before he goes out. 1 pie, 1 herrings. How long for the herrings?
1 minute, chef.
1 minute is quite short.
It's quite frantic, but okay. So far, so good. I haven't burnt anything. Yes, chef.
And then, of course, we have Hermione. Very simple dish, okay? The fish, she got all the preparation done. But the problem that I have, that in a professional kitchen, when you have a simple dish, it can all go pear-shaped.
And it looks like Gino's fears are about to be realised as Hermione begins to panic over the incoming orders.
1 oxtail and 1 herring.
Yes, chef. Is that the same herring he's already asked for, or is it another herring? Gino, are you waiting on 1 herring in total? I'm really nervous now. I've been fine all day and now I just want to go home. I've had enough.
Look, you got 25 seconds left.
Yes, chef.
How long for the pie?
30 seconds.
Every time I ask you, you say 30 seconds. It looks beautiful, by the way. Can I have this oxtail?
He's coming right now, chef.
I need 2 more gravy.
They're here.
Okay, service.
With our cooks doing their best to deal with the influx of orders, the first diners are passing judgment on their dishes.
It's excellent. It's quite unusual. I've never had fried herring like this, but it's very tasty.
The presentation as a whole is lovely, so I think Nanny Dorothy will be very proud. It's lovely.
The meat is very tender, but I think the dumplings are slightly too stodgy, and it could have been a bit more seasoned.
Okay, 1 more herring, 1 more oxtail, 2 more pies.
Yes, chef.
What's happened with the herring?
Just serving it now, chef.
Look, see what I see, if you look in the middle of the dumpling here, it looks a little bit too stodgy. Can you see in the middle? Yeah. So we may want to cook it for an extra minute. Come on, this is when we're gonna separate amateur cooks and professional cooks. How long for the pie?
About 10 minutes.
10?
We'll have to put all the other pies to do first.
No, 1 second. I need a 2 pie now.
2 pies are nearly done.
But not 10 minutes, right?
No, 2 minutes. 2 minutes.
2 minutes.
Yeah.
Can I have, in the meantime, 4 herrings?
Yes, chef.
Would you like to be employed by me and do this job every day?
No.
Why not? Why not?
Service is nearly over, and so far the food seems to be going down well with the diners.
Which of these beautiful dishes they're going to be on this restaurant menu for 1 month?
Coming up.
And today's winner of There's No Taste Like Home is...
Yes, chef.
1 oxtail.
Yes, chef.
Chef Gino D'Acampo is on a mission to prove there's no taste like home.
It looks beautiful, by the way. Can I have these 3 oxtail, look?
They're coming right now, chef.
He's found 3 home cooks with 3 historic family recipes. And together they've taken over a restaurant in Writtle, Essex. It's a full house, and as a result, the orders are coming through thick and fast.
Bring me the other pie, bring me the other pie, bring me the other pie. Let's see, here. 2 more pie. Here. Paul, I don't have 1 pie here. I only have 2 pie left. And after that, we are out of stock.
Table 15 have just left because they wanted the pie and unfortunately there's none left.
Carol, one of the table just left because the only thing that they wanted, it was the pie that you haven't got anymore. How cool is that?
That's very good. I'm very sorry I didn't make any more.
No, it's okay. Just give me these 2 pies, though.
Service is nearly over and the cooks are all hoping that Gino will choose their dish as the winner and secure a place on the restaurant's menu for a month.
Okay, guys, we are on the last order, so 1 more push. You don't have any more pie, have you? How long for the oxtail?
Coming up, chef.
Come on, bring it in. Where is Paul? And that was the last table. Yeah! Well done. Well done, girls.
Thank you.
Well done.
Service is now over and our cooks have done all they can to secure their dish a place on this restaurant's menu for a month. It's now up to the diners, Paul, the restaurant manager, and Colin, the head chef, to help Gino make his difficult decision.
I ordered great Granny Anne's oxtail stew. It was beautifully cooked, it was slow cooked. The meat fell off the bone.
I had the herring, I thought it was really nice. I liked the spices that they had on the fish and I thought the salsa was really lovely.
I had the beef and onion pie. It was absolutely superb. I thought it was restaurant standard but home cooked. It was very good.
Well, they seem to have enjoyed them, but which dish will Gino pick? Will it be Carol Rose, whose hearty braised beef and onion pie dates back to the 1940s and brings back memories of loved ones?
Now tell me, what would it mean to you, in the memory of your mother, in the memory of your grandmother, for this dish to be on a restaurant menu?
I would hope they'd be so proud, and I know that my nan would be smiling. It would make me really proud to feel that I've brought this on from Nan.
Or Hermione Avila with her traditional fried fillet of herring dish from 1920s Poland.
And I'll be really thrilled if, well, I think it's the taking part that counts. I'll be really thrilled to win, but more thrilled if lots of people enjoy the food.
Or can Luke Johns win with his oxtail stew and dumplings? That was his granddad's favourite dish.
For me, it'd mean more for my granddad. For the fact that that's his childhood coming into a plate of food. So for him to see that in a restaurant would make me the happiest kid on earth. It really would. It'd be fantastic.
Time to welcome the cooks into the restaurants to find out whose heritage dish will win a place on the menu.
Everybody loves your foods. Everybody's a winner. Let me tell you something. Luke, your dish was absolutely great. All the way through the preparation, the service, you were really spot on. Carol, the pie, I have to say I was a bit worried this morning. Carol, I call her Miss Panic. She was panicking in the kitchen all the time. But you done well at the end. It was a beautiful dish, and I love the flavors. What can I say about you? Hermione, the fish. I really thought at the beginning that during service you would have let me down. And the reason why, because when you told me that you would cook the dishes, you know, the fish is then and there, I thought this is never going to happen. So well done, all three of you. You done really well. Unfortunately, we can only have one winner today. It's been very difficult for me because I really like the dishes. I spoke to you in the kitchen when I was tasting, and I didn't have nothing to say about your dishes. They were very good. But today, the winner of Taste Not Taste Like Home is... Nanny's braised beef and onion pie. Well done. Well done, well done. Come on! You've done really well.
It's certainly definitely worthy of a meal in a restaurant.
Oh, and I'm very proud for all the family.
Yeah.
And your mom and your grandmother, they all would be very proud, guys.
Cry now. Right now, I'm really, really happy. Seeing my dad emotional has actually made me really emotional because the dish does mean a lot to Nan and to my mum and to all the family.
I'm really, really pleased with Carol. I thought her dish was amazing and I thought she had so much to put together in such a short space of time at service. So I think she really, really deserved it.
Mwah. Mwah. Enjoy.
I think it's a fantastic result, I really do. She really deserved it. She put in a lot of effort throughout the day, and we all did, you know. Hermione did as well, loads of effort. It was a great result. We're all winners being here at the end of the day.
I have to say the 3 dishes today, they were absolutely amazing. And of course, congratulations to Carol and her pie. Now, don't forget to join me next time as I continue my journey across the UK to find 3 more home cooks, all eager to prove that there's no taste like home. Well, if you want to try the winning dish yourself, or perhaps you want the details of the recipes featured on today's show, the only thing you got to do, go to itv.com/foods.